It's the end of May, and I'm back down Farmoor on F1. For various reasons I haven't been down since the end of March. I had a good session then, but seem to have missed quite a lot of the better fishing, unfortunately. We've had sort of 2 weeks of pretty much solid sun now, and the reports have got worse, but they're not still not bad, sort of 5 or 6 rod average on F1. Got a reasonable day. It's kind of 2 o'clock now. Sunny, bit of cloud cover, hoping it'll get cloudier as the day goes on. About 18, 19 degrees. Water is very clear. So I've got very little recent knowledge to go on, so I'm going to work on a few basic principles from previous years. And generally I'd expect the fish to be higher in the water, although the recent sun might have put them down a little bit. So I'm starting with a floating line, hare's ear and a red hollow dullback on the top droppers. Those are both flies that have done well for me at this sort of time of year in these sort of conditions. I'm assuming they're going to be on nymphs, probably very slow. Hopefully the cloud cover will come over later, we might get a bit of a rise, a bit more action on the top of the water, so I've bought a smaller rod for a bit of dry fly fishing. Might even get some sedges come out. Probably going to stay till it closes, whatever time that is. I was going to put a hopper on the point, but I've just seen there's been no sign of any fish on the top apart from one who looked a little bit like it was chasing something. Now it's too early for fry, so, and there's a few damsels flying, adult damsels flying around, so I assume it was possibly a damsel nymph in the water. So I'm going to try a few damsel options, see how it goes, and then maybe sort of slowly move down the layers, try a hopper, and then if that doesn't work, something beaded. I'm down the kind of bottom of the side where the far side where the car park is on F1. I'm imagining up there is probably going to be the better place to fish today, just sort of around by the causeway, but there's quite a few people up there and I'm not really in the mood to kind of squeeze into a small space, so I'll leave it for now and then maybe go up there later when there's less people. Alright, tried with a damsel for a bit and then a beaded damsel, no good. So I've decided to take a walk down to the what is the north end, but it's the bottom of the wind. There's more of a ripple here, maybe there, in a bit closer. Give it a go before I head up the other way to the causeway. I've stuck a buzzer in the middle dropper, pull back on the top dropper, and a beaded hare's ear on the point. Just gives me the option to try quite a few different depths. See if I can dig anything out. Alright, nothing doing down there. Tried a couple of different things. They're up in the water, they're down in the water, a couple of different nymphs. Not a sausage, didn't see a fish either. So, right, looks like they're hammering damsels. Brown, back to the floating line and put a brown popper hopper on the end. Two goes they've had for it and two casts now. So 4 hours in and I've had about half a dozen nips and tucks, and then I finally got a proper good take with a decent fish and it came off. That's close enough. Right. This looks good. I think the film's going to run out. Yeah, big bushy sedge. Sorry, absolutely nothing all day. I've had 2 in 5 minutes. One that almost but not quite made it to the net, and the other one that was quite large. Snapped the hook. Both on sedge. So put another sedge on. Let's see if we can do the same trick again. Finally, one in the net. Yeah, lovely fish. Silver tail. Been in a while. Thank you very much.